You don't hear a lot anymore about what hero Elisha Dicken did back on the 23rd of December at Greenwood Mall when he, as a good guy with a gun, was able to stop a mass shooting. And David, the Marine, I think there's a very good reason for that. It was a good guy with a gun.
Yeah, we can't have that.
No,
Can't have the good guys
no.
out there stopping all this killing and mayhem. That goes against the narrative, and that's why, you know, it fell from the headlines pretty darn quick.
Well, we now know more details about how he went about it.
We do. He was in the food court, and here's the shots. And within 15 seconds of the bad guy's first shots, Eli Dicken fired his first shot, and he did so from 42 yards from a braced position. He fired two shots, one or both hit, and then he had to hesitate because there's some bystanders who crossed his line of fire, so he stopped shooting. And when the line of fire was clear, he fired two more shots, one or two hit. He hit basically 2 out of 4 from 42 yards from a braced position. The trash cans there are fairly high, I'm given to understand, and so he was able to do that. And then he advanced about 20 yards, and the guy's still moving, so he fires 4 more times. And then he advances to 7 yards and fires his last 2 shots. So at the end of it, he had 8 hits out of 10 shots. And the load he used was Blazer Brass Full Metal Jacket. Not the best choice, but in this case, it worked.
We thought we'd recreate that as best we can out here at the range. And David, what gun did he use?
He had a Glock 19. The front sight was damaged. He fell off his motorcycle a week before, and he kind of filed it straight again. Mm-hmm. Mine does not have that problem, but he did use a Glock 19 with full metal jacket ammo, and I'm kind of curious how that's going to go.
Excellent work.
Got 9 in the A zone. This is from the long distance. Mm-hmm. But I got 10 for 10 on there. So this might have stopped the guy too. But of course, this is the range. Nobody's shooting back at me or shooting anybody. Don't have to worry about anyone getting my line of fire. But it's a good drill to practice.
Not the best of groups, David, but hits.
Now there was some debate that he was shooting on the move, but I talked to his lawyer.
No, I doubt that.
Yeah, I talked to his lawyer, and he did not
stop
to shoot. He did not shoot on the move. He stopped to shoot.
This is going to become a drill that is regularly used in training and in classes, and we'll call it the Dicken Drill.
Yeah, they've already, before we knew the details of it, there's all kinds of videos on YouTube, the Eli Dicken Drill, 40 yards and 10 shots in 15 seconds. You know, that's some of the elements, but not as what really happened. We just found out about that recently, and they have to change their drill. Maybe call it, the Eli Advanced Drill, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's one of those, he expected to go home. He was getting ready to go home that day. Uh-huh. He had his gun with him, and something happened that required him to step up and act. He had to take care of it, and he did. And there are a lot of people alive today because he did. And next time, who knows, that could be you. Do you have the skills to pull it off? If you don't have them now, you better get some training.
Well, it underscores also to set things up in real world scenarios so you can see for yourself just what it's like. It's a lot different than just pointing at a static target.
Or like, well, I'm not going to shoot past 5 yards. It's murder if I shoot after that. Well, Eli Dicken has to shoot at 42 yards.
Yeah.
So you don't get to predict it. It's the bad guy who gets to set the table for you.
And as always,
Guns for everybody.